Hello YouTubers and welcome back to another episode of Would You Rather with Jilly 00267 and
Big Z.
This is where we record ourselves playing random video games, this episode and the last feature us playing Call of Duty, and we answer Would You Rather questions that we found on the internet.
Yay.
So I'll ask the first one, would you rather have the power of invisibility or produce sparks from your fingertips?
I think I'd rather be... Probably invisible.
Why?
Feel like. For this, you could so easily rob banks if you were invisible. No one would ever see you
I don't know about that because they're going to see, like, money floating and...
Well, if you think of, like, is it just you, or does your clothing go invisible?
Well, if it was just you, you'd be naked. No one's going to see you.
I know, that's why I'm asking. Because if your clothing become invisible with you, here's, like, you could put something under your clothes, assuming that it would also be technically, quote-unquote, a part of you, and then it would become invisible as well. Or are we assuming just you?
I'm assuming... I mean, I don't know. It's up to interpretation.
If it is that way, in the sense of you get your clothing as well, then yes, invisibility.
I would rather produce sparks from my fingertips, only because I don't like the dark, and I would always have a way to light my way. I wouldn't have to worry about dropping something in my car at night, not being able to see it, or not being able to see the doorknob when I'm trying to unlock my door at night. I'll have light with me all the time, and then if, like, I don't know, I'm with my sisters, and they're like, hey, oh, I lost my lighter, I can't light my cigarette, and I'm like, oh, here, and I snap my fingers, and it sparks, and lights her cigarette. Or I could light a fire in the wild, and be able to cook my own food. I mean, there's so many more benefits to having sparks come from your fingers than being invisible, personally.
So even when you're trying to light your way in your car or in your home, these burning sparks are coming out and you could burn down your house or the inside of your car.
I could probably control the power of these sparks.
Yeah? You think so?
I would assume so. It doesn't specify, so...
All right.
I would much rather have sparks.
Okay. Would you rather be able to tell the future or have all the money you will ever need?
This is probably going to sound really selfish, but I would much rather be able to have all the money I'll ever need, just because, personally, I've always struggled with finances, growing up and being an adult now, so I would be much more comfortable having money and not having to worry about money, like, for once in my life. It got real for a second. Real.
I agree with you on many levels there.
You're leaning on me.
Sorry.
It hurts.
All right. But I would probably rather be able to tell the future in the sense that if you're able to tell the future, you know which stocks and bonds and whatever are going to do well in the future, invest in those, and then in like 2 or 3 years, you're filthy rich. And you won't, like... You'll know if you're going to get injured in the future and you can avoid it, and even though usually avoiding injury and death is the thing that causes your death.
I guess that's true. I don't know. I don't know. I think I'm sticking with the money.
But yeah, it would probably be, you'd feel more secure with all the money you'll ever need because it's relative. It depends on it depends on the person and what kind of money they'll need. Like, if you just so happen to want a fancy lifestyle, then you'll have that much money.
I don't know, and I feel like the problem with being able to tell the future is, like, other people could find out and they'll be like, tell me how I die, or tell me how many kids I have, or tell me, like, I don't know, I just feel like that would be too much and overwhelming, and you would become kind of like this special attraction towards people, and I don't know, they would view you differently, and I feel like having money would make you secure, even though they say, like, money doesn't buy you happiness, but it definitely makes things a little bit easier. So,
Yeah, I can see that.
I think I would much rather have money than be able to tell the future.
Okay.
Alrighty, next question. This is getting pretty real.
Oh boy.
Would you rather bring world peace or cure world hunger?
Well, I didn't know world hunger was a disease to be cured.
It's cure isn't just used for diseases.
I know
It's
I'm
solving
being
a problem.
sarcastic.
This
Right.
is the worst time to be sarcastic. Talking about world hunger.
Oh, okay. I think I would rather do world peace because if you're not focused on, because billions of dollars are put into war every year, regardless of whether or not a country is at war. Because they're always building a military, doing military advances and stuff like that.
Okay.
So I would rather end war, and then you'd be able to focus on finding a solution to world hunger when peace has come about.
I agree. I think, well, then again, I guess I'm not sure because if you cure world hunger, then I don't know. Most wars are derived out of money, anyways, and resources.
Mm-hmm.
So, I mean, they tell you that they care about the people when they're in war, but they really don't. There's hungry people in America as well, and a lot of people don't know about that.
Now they do.
Now they do. You guys know. Oh,
Mhm.
there is world hunger. World hunger is a part of our country.
Surprise!
And so yeah, I guess I would probably bring world peace just because I'm sick and tired of war, and I feel like there are bigger issues to work on than international relationships. And yeah, I feel like if we just kind of get that out of the way, so to speak, we can focus on the bigger problems like hunger.
Okay. Is it my turn?
I believe so.
Okay. Would you rather stop time while you sleep or never need to do laundry?
This is easy for me. I would rather stop time while I sleep. Especially since I wish it could be like stop time when I like try to fall asleep because I have insomnia, so it's hard for me to fall asleep at night. And so if I could stop time, I wouldn't be missing anything, and then I could still do things that I wanted. So if there were nights that like I didn't sleep, if it could be that I could stop time while I try to sleep, then I would have all the time in the world, and then I wouldn't have to worry about like being late to school because I couldn't sleep, or having to call off work because I'm sick because I couldn't sleep. So I would I mean, doing laundry is not a bother to me at all. It's kind of therapeutic, so I would much rather be able to stop time while I sleep.
I agree. Being able to stop time would just give you more hours during the day, like making videos for our precious viewers. But yeah, I'm on the same page with you, stopping time, sleeping. Yep.
Alrighty. Would you rather be debt-free or be 11 years ahead of schedule?
Meaning, like, in the sense of, how do I put it? What was I going to say? Oh, in the sense that, like, all the things you want to do 11 years from now and all the time leading up to it you've already done, or
I'm assuming.
because you can pay off your debts, because most like student loans and stuff like that, I think they give you 10 years.
Right.
So if you're already 11 years ahead of schedule, you've already paid off your debt.
That's true.
Maybe,
I didn't think of that.
Maybe accumulated more debt in that preparation time, but then you're 11 years ahead of schedule and you can take care of that in no time.
That's true. This whole time I was just thinking like, oh my god, I have so much debt in my life. I would much rather be debt-free, but I didn't think of it as if you're 11 years ahead of schedule, then you probably have everything paid for and are just like lazing around trying to figure out what to do next.
Mm-hmm.
So I think I would rather be 11 years ahead of schedule. If you put it that way, I would definitely want that instead of being debt-free.
Yeah, don't you think?
Yeah, I think so.
All right, we're going to call that an episode. Thank you, everybody, so much for watching. It's been a pleasure doing videos for you.
Again, if you guys have any suggestions on Would You Rather questions or video games that you want us to play in the background just to kind of watch and not have us do commentary of, put that in the comment section below. Also, if you like the video, obviously, hit the like button or share it with your friends so we know that you enjoyed it.
Remember to subscribe
To both of our channels.
Yay!
If you're watching this on my channel, I will have a link to Big Z's channel in the description.
And I'll do the same for mine. Or for hers, you know what I mean. Alright, thank you, bye!
Adios!